Good morning, everyone. Today is it's Saturday, October 5th. Gosh, all of a sudden it got dark on my camera. Oh no, I'm dropping things. Well, I'll get that in a minute. I don't know why it got so dark. See if we can't maybe lighten it up. I don't know. Sun must have gone behind the cloud. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm Lynette with There Goes, oh, must be clouds in the sky. I'm Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet, and I want to thank you all for coming and joining me this morning. I haven't been on in a couple of days. It's been kind of a busy week, but not busy. Just weird. Just to catch up real quick, because, if you care, I don't know. We have to start closing up the camper, so we spent some time out there. My husband's phone broke. We had to go get new phones. Mine's on back order. So this is still my same old phone, which I'm all right with. So we spent time at the, phone store, time at the camper, like trying to clean up and get rid of stuff and whatever there to get ready to close that up next weekend. Can't be there this weekend because my husband works, and I'm not going by myself because that's kind of boring then. Let's see, so what else? Then we changed cable companies. So the cable guy was here half the day yesterday, and you're just like stuck. Stuck like Chuck, you can't go anywhere. I didn't want to film because I didn't know how noisy he'd be. But I did get a lot of crochet done yesterday while he was here. So I'll show you that in a minute. I did, this lighting keeps changing. The cloud, I don't know what else to do. We're going in and out as the clouds move. It's a chilly day today, and so I had to put on my shawl, but now I'm getting warm. It's warming up. So that was kind of a squirrel. Sorry, Dee. I stole your squirrels. So let me show you what my new acquisitions. And don't mind the wrinkle. I haven't put them away yet. They are still in the bag. So I've bought some of this before. This is Stitch Classic by AC Moore. I want to make a sweater out of this, and I didn't think I had enough, so I bought more. I think I have 4 skeins, and so I bought 2 more, making it 6. And there's a lot of yardage on here. There are 4 acrylic, 4-weight acrylic yarn, and there's 260 yards. Oh, that's not as much as I thought it was. I'm thinking of the regular, but anyway, it's over 1,200 yards. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'll have enough to make a sweater. Or I can always go buy more because it's not expensive. Its regular price on this yarn is $2.99 a skein. It's really soft. This is like just their basic, store brand. But it's like 3 times softer than Red Heart Super Saver. And I really like it. So, that is my go-to out of all the yarns that I've tried, just for basic yarn. I like that one. Then I bought, because I had a 50% off, 55% off, I bought this Premier Puzzle because I love the colors. Look at that. Can you see all the colors in there? It's like just very wintry, I think, but really pretty scarf I think you can make out of that. So this is, let me tell you really quick if you're not familiar with it, it's 328 yards. It's a 5 bulky. It is, well, I don't know, 100% acrylic, I thought so. And this is a Premier Yarns, and the color is called Crossword. Huh, okay, crossword puzzle. Okay, so that's most of what's in that bag. And then, so I thought I'm getting the deal of deals. They have at at AC Moore, which is, one of my favorite craft stores. They have a coupon. You buy 5 Stitch Studio yarns, and you get $25 worth, you get $5 off. And I had a 55% off one sale price, or not sale price item. And I had my $10 coupon gift card voucher thing, you know, that if you sign up for their rewards program, every so much you spend, you get a $10 coupon, and it's good for like a month or something. But it's free cash, so can't let that go to waste. So I'm like, oh, $5 off 25. I want to buy more of that yarn for the sweater that I want to make. And I'm going to go with some just solid colors because I always go for variegateds or multicolored yarn, which is wonderful. But the more I work with it, I'm not always sure that I like how the colors change wherever. The more I crochet, the more I'm like, you know, I don't like when it changes color. If it's a gradual fade, like an ombre, I'm all right with that. Hi, Lace. Don't knock the camera, okay, pup? But I'm finding that when it's an abrupt change in the middle of my row, I don't like that so much. So I keep telling myself, stay away from any type of self-striping kind of yarns. I have like a million of them. So I have to deal with that, or color control, which really doesn't thrill me either. But I'm thinking go more towards the solid colors, and then what is the deal here? Then if I go more towards the solid colors, I can color control myself, right? You know, I can put pink and blue together. I can put all by myself. So I keep telling myself, stay away from those yarns, but that's what I gravitate towards. So I'm having a fight with myself. So I said, okay, I have to buy $25 worth. They're on sale. 4 for $10, $2.50. I mean, it's not the greatest sale. Sometimes they run them $2, but if you're getting another $5 off, yay, yay, yay. So I go there and I pick out yarn and go solid colors. And I'm not really sure how much to buy of each one, but I'm going to buy a couple for my sweater. And Chloe, my little precious, said, Grammy, I need a hat out of, her favorite outfit of hers is camo pants with the dark green and the black, no pink, and not the desert colors, but the dark forest colors, and a black shirt, and wearing her like combat boots. I've known them as shit kickers. That's her, like, one of her very favorite outfits. And so she wants a hat that she can put her ponytail through. So I said, oh, I can make you a hat like that. She's like, oh, you can? I said, yeah, I could probably even make you, I could attempt a sweater. So when I was at AC Moore and I'm buying this on this really great coupon, AC Moore is now selling with their Studio Classic. Oh, sorry, upside down for you. A variegated, dark, all the colors that she loves in there. Oh, see, that's showing up really true to color there. Thank you, Clouds, for being in the right way. And this one is called Green Mix, and it's a 100% acrylic, and the yardage is eluding me. Oh, 260 yards in this skein as well. So, Chloe, a hat. So I bought 2 of those colors, but to go with that, I found this. Now look at that together. It's the perfect match. I mean, these were made to go together. And so I thought maybe I would try a sweater, hat. I bought 2 of these, so that should be plenty for like a ponytail hat and maybe trim on her sweater. Just like a pullover, kind of short sleeve, I think. Because, you know, this is going to be next on my, well, I have so many whips already, so how terrible is that? But I liked it together, and they had it, and I'm getting it at like really next to nothing. So this color is called Summer Green. That does not look like a summer green to me, but it is called Summer Green. And it is also 100% acrylic because it's the Stitch Classic, Stitch Studio Classic. But this one, in the solid colors, they have 372 yards on there. So I thought that was pretty many. So I bought 4 of those to make Miss Chloe a sweater. It's a secret, don't tell her. I know she watches the video, so she's gonna know. Don't mind the crinkle there. But that is my new acquisitions. Then I go to the checkout with all of my coupons and my save all this money, and the doggone 5 off 25 is not registering. Oh, because that coupon was not good on the classic. It's only good on the... It's not good on that yarn. Stitch Studio has several different lines in their Stitch Studio yarns, and that yarn that was on sale was not good for the coupon. It's the yarn that was not on sale. So I didn't get to use that coupon. Oh well. So now on to finished objects. I'm going to consider these done because I have 14 of them. And I think I might have showed you as whips. These are done, but I have not weaved in tails on most of them. I have Christmas gift collection of dishcloths that I'm making. So I worked on these and had them mostly done on the way home from Mississippi. So there's just 2 different, same thing, 2 different styles, reverse colors. So in a gift bundle, you'd get 1 of each, I think. That's the plan. But I have a bunch of dishcloths that I was doing that crochet along, and I stopped the crochet along when she did 2 in a row that I didn't like. So this pattern is not from the crochet along. It's Mikey did an Afghan, and so I started with his center piece, and then I kind of just added my own after the center. So I have all of them that I have that from the crochet along and from these that need the ends sewn in. And getting back to Mikey, I finished this. I don't know how much of it you're going to be able to see. And I can't see what you can see if I'm sitting here. So let's see if I get up. And let's just not break the camera. That would be awesome. So this is the Textures of Earth blanket. And I did put a picture on my Facebook group page when I finished it because I was so excited that I finished it. Now he did his with a picot stitch at the end, another row of single crochet, and then a picot. And I'm like, no more single crochet. Lacey, if you knock down the camera, you're going to be in big trouble. So, okay, there you go. So I did this wave stitch, and I've never done it, but I thought, this is Textures of the Planet Earth. Why not end it with waves like at the ocean? So they're kind of curling up a little, but this is the wave stitch, and I like it ending that way. So I was happy with that. I'm happy to be done with this. I think it's really pretty. I used, so we'll go over the yarn. I used, oh, and the dishcloths are dishcloth yarn, so there's that. I used, for the main cake, I used this, Karen Big Cakes, and the colorway is called Cherry Cake. And it has, this is light pink, I don't know if it's showing up white to you, and then darker pinks and grays and purples. And then the tan, and he called for 4.5 big cakes. This is cake number 4. I never even started it. I had 4 cakes, and he was saying you're going to need 4.5 cakes. Well, this is coming apart. This is the end of cake number 3. So I used like 2 3/4 cakes. But because I did not have 5 cakes, because 4.5 you would need 5 cakes, and I think that color was discontinued or finished for, I had it in my stash. So I added in this Studio Classic Spinacle, because like I said, I love this yarn. It's very nice and soft. I added in the antique white. So any of the white in there, or cream color, was from this. And this was not a full skein. Or maybe it was. I might have, yeah, I think it was a full skein. So this skein has, I don't know how many yards, and it's folded up inside there. You can't see. But I have maybe a third of the skein left. So how many yards is in this skein? Let me see if I can see it for you. Because I have it all rolled up inside. That's a Jada and Stitches. Take your yarn ball and like squinch it up. This is a tip from Jada. And then it like, you can hold it tight to your unfinished skein and it keeps it together. And then somebody, I can't remember who, and I think I've showed you this before, use these clippy clips, hold your ends, and then you always know what that is. Now, this one stayed together pretty nice, so I didn't cake it myself, but, and I've said this before too, and I got this from the Fiber Floozy, cake up your yarn, and then stick the ball band inside the hole, then you know what yarn that is later. So now I have a cake and a third of the big cakes. I don't know what to do with the cream. That's just going to go in the cream you can always use, you know. So then I also finished the skirt I was making for Ariana. I hope it's not going to be too long for her. I don't think so. I mean, it looks to me like it's so long. But the reality is the other skirt that I made, this is how I measure. I made it to like just about the bend in my elbow when I held it. And that one barely covered Ariana's rear end. I mean, this much. If she bends over, she definitely would have to wear tights. And she would be fine. Fit Aves pretty good. And they have the same size waist. So, but Aves is more short and filled out. And Ari is tall and skinny, like a Barbie doll. And she has legs that never end. So I figured I wanted it to be at least this much longer, but then I, ran out of yarn. I ran out of yarn here, so I did a couple more rows. Then I did a board, just a little, I don't know what you call that, lacy kind of border at the bottom. I did try to do a rib in there, but you really can't see it, so I quit doing it. So it does have 3 rows in here of a rib, but you don't see it so much, so I quit doing that. Anyway, it's her favorite colors. I think she'll like it. And then I just made, I think this is half double crochet. The whole thing is half double crochets, because that's one of my favorite stitches. Oh no, maybe it's double crochets. And so I had to buy another cake of this. And I bought it's the Premier Serenity. I got this at AC Moore. They were selling it for normally $10, and they've been running them for $5 for a while to get rid of some of the colors that they weren't going to use. And I love this on the ball band. I think that is so pretty. So when I went to my closest AC Moore store, they didn't have this color anymore. This color is called Malibu. So they called another store and they had 2 balls. So I bought both of them because I thought, well, maybe I'll make her a, ponytail holders or something with the leftover, or maybe a hat. But I'm also thinking I really like this, even though now it's upside down. So maybe I'll just make one of those for me, and we can match. Or maybe I'll make one for her. I don't know, for them. Maybe I could make one for each of the 2 littles. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it's 100% acrylic, 273 yards. It's a bulky 5, machine wash. It's acrylic. So anyway, I have 1.5 of these left now. So that's got to go in the, I don't know what to do with. then finally, gosh, this is getting long. I'm just rambling on and on. Finally, this is my fun thing I made. And I have to give credit to Glenda from Creative Grandma. Last Christmas, she came out with that toilet paper cover and of Santa Claus, which cutest ever. And so I made one for myself, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I'm not putting that in my bathroom. And I don't really, toilet paper covers are, it's a cute idea, but it's like way too old grandma-ish for me. I mean, I'm in my mid-50s. I don't mind saying I'm 56. I don't feel like an old grandma yet. And toilet paper covers remind me of like an 80-year-old grandma. So I found at my favorite yarn store, Mark's, that discount store, they have a closeout section. You never know what you're going to get. And I found these candy dishes. It's got a snowman on top, but we don't care about that. It is paper towel or toilet paper roll size. It is very similar in size to a toilet paper roll. So when I found these, I bought several of them. And I made my Santa Claus to fit over this as a candy dish. And if you followed my channel, Chloe loved the idea. And so for the next holiday, she's like, Grammy, what are you making me to put over my candy dish? I'm like, well, I hadn't thought about that. So I don't think I made anything for her Valentine's Day that I can remember. Maybe I did. I'll have to ask her because she wants one for every holiday. So at the leprechaun day, St. Patrick's Day, I made a leprechaun hat to go over it with a buckle, and it looks really cute. I don't know where mine is right now, but and then for the summer, we have all the patriotic holidays, red, white, and blue stuff. So I just made red, white, and blue covers. Nothing really fancy. I just had to whip them out real quick because she was getting on my case. And I said, here, you can use this all summer. Next summer, I'll make something different and she can change them out. But this year, for Halloween, I'm going to show you this one first. This was the prototype. It turned out okay, but I just kind of winged it. And this is what we got for Frankenstein. Oops, he's showing there. So, this is some fuzzy black yarn that was in my mother's stash. It's got a big halo on it. I know it's black, you can't see. And it was not easy to work with because you can't see. So I thought, oh, I'm going to write this down and figure out how to make this. And then maybe I could do, at least a genie on the hook kind of, do it like this. Because it's black and, well, this one didn't turn out quite as cute as I wanted it to. Like his face is kind of, he's got way too much hair. So, okay. I'm going to make another one anyway. This was the prototype, and his stitches are coming out. Oh, God, what did I do there? Anyway, I did the hair, and then thought I would, just crochet in the sides, which is why it's kind of wonky. And I made the hair way too big, way too much of it. I used, this is a much thicker yarn. I don't know what this is because it didn't have any ball bands on it when I got it. But it's not very soft, so maybe there's some wool in there. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it's thicker. I'm going to say it's a really thick 4 or it's a 5. With the halo on it, they'd probably classify it as a 5. But the green is this, I love this yarn Sport. So this is only a 3. This is from Hobby Lobby, and I just picked this up one day when I was there. It was 57 cents, and I'm like, oh, this would make a really cute face for Frankenstein. And then this is just leftovers, So Anyway, I made two, and this is how much I have left of that little skein of, it didn't take much. This skein was not real huge either. You know, they're not very big. So it takes, I'll tell you, when I made the ones I made them out of that kitchen cotton for the summer ones, because I make myself a prototype and then I make Chloe's better. So they took like one skein of cotton yarn, you know, the dishcloth cotton. So anyway, I made it out of half double crochets, because a single crochet is just too tedious for me. And I used, on this, I used like a number 6mm hook, and then I went down to a 5 here, thinking that it would make the hair stand out more. It didn't work out so well. His head is like puffier here. There's too much yarn here and just too much black. So, okay. I think it's fine, other than I'm losing my stitch here. I'll have to fix that. I must have pulled it tighter than I thought I did. So, other than, you know, it's kind of wonky. But I still like it. It's, you know, it's Frankenstein, so he can be wonky. I don't care. But then I made this other one, and I used all a number 5mm hook. And maybe I have too much face, but I think it turned out a lot better. Then probably this is the one Chloe will choose, and that's fine. I was trying to get, on this first one, I was trying to get, like, you know how he has like that protruding brow line? Yeah, that didn't work out so well, but anyway, this is the second one, and it's just, you know, you crochet the circle, and then you come down, and so you increase all the way around the circle. If you, like, find a round dish that you wanted to, you could probably even do this over, like a mason jar. So you just do increases across the top for as wide as your top is. Like, I start with a magic circle. I think I did 12 in a magic circle, and then 24 the next round, and then two and one, and then the next round was 2, and then 2 singles, and then 3, you know, until you get to the size that you want. And then I did back the first loop closest to me, inside loop only, to come down. And then it's just like, if you have 60 stitches here, then just 60 stitches all the way until it's as long as you want. Now on this one, so on the first one I made the hair first and then tried to crochet in between. Didn't do that on this one. On this one, and I like chain 1 and turn when I would get to the edge. I did that on this too, but on this one I did the 1 row to come down, and then I like came down here and I turned and I went back, and then when I got to here I added in the I added in the green, and then crocheted across until I touched here, and then I chained 1 and went back, and then I chained 1 and went back this way. Until they met, and so I kept doing it like that, and it gave me particularly on one side it's really nice, on the other side not so good. So I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but I don't know how to do graph gans. This is my first attempt at doing anything like this, and for candy dish decoration, I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm not upset with either one of them. I'm kind of proud of them, actually, because I was just winging it, and I think I did improve from one to the other. And they're candy dish covers, and it's yarn. I mean, nothing to get upset about. It's not like gonna win me any prizes, but I'm not entering it into anything. So Chloe's gonna love them. I love them, and that's all that matters, right? So that is what I've been up to. I'll just leave him up there because he's cute. I like him. So that's what I've been up to for the last few days. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing. I'm almost at 1,000, guys. Very exciting. I look like every day. Oh, how many? So I do appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate all the watching, sharing, liking, all of that to grow my channel. This is one of my favorite things in my day is to share crochet with you. I do, even when I'm not posting, I am watching. Uh, I spent a lot of time yesterday on YouTube because I had no other TV, and I don't even watch TV that much. It's always YouTube. Um, Terry from the Yarn Joy podcast, if you guys haven't been watching her, she's doing for the Flocktober, I think that's how you say it. She's doing a trivia thing, which is kind of cool. It's just fun to see if you know the answers. I'm about 50% maybe, or maybe less. I don't know. And then she's doing a Q&A. So that's kind of cool too. And I hope you don't mind the strobe lighting that's going on here on this video. It's just kind of crazy. And then she's doing a little like backpack buddy that she's making a new one every day, which is, my hands would cramp up. My hands were cramping just making these eyes, and they're just circles, you know. I mean, these one's bigger than on the other one because she's got more face on this one. And so I think I did 6 and then 12. And it's like by the time I got to 12, my hands were cramping. I'm like, oh, goodness gracious, I can't imagine doing what she's doing with those little tiny backpack buddies, but they're so darn cute. I'm so jealous. I would love to make those. Too tedious, I think. I don't really have ADHD, but I need to be done with stuff. I think that would be just so tedious. I would never get past the first 2 rows. And I have been watching, have you seen Vero's Crochet Gifts, I think? It's VERO''S. Her name is Veronica, and so she goes like the first 4 letters of her name. She's a newer channel, and I really enjoy watching her. And Tia Bios, I know I didn't say that right, but I watch her all the time. Madonna. I tune in a little bit here and there to Granny D. But if I listen to her read, and I'm crocheting, that's just too much, man. I can't stay awake. So I sorry, Granny. I love you to death, D, but I can't read and crochet. It's just too relaxing. I'm nodding off in the chair. Anyway, I hope that doesn't screw up our video. No, it did not. Good. Let's see, who else have I've been, oh, of course, Bag O' Day. You have to tune into her and The Secret Yarnery on her daily tips and whatever. She's got some little quick thing. I have been tuning in to Slay the Day with Crochet. I find her to be kind of funny. Let's see, who else have I been watching? Oh, let's see, Cinnamon's Tips and Cinnamon's, you know who I'm talking about. Jen, right? She was just on right before, I was just watching her right before this. And Summer's Tips and Stitches, I watch her all the time. And Rose Likes Crochet, I watch her all the time. Z, I watched Z this morning. Spent the day with Z for yesterday. Feeding the birds and the dogs, and Zelda NRJ3, I think is the name of her channel. There's so many, I can't think. I should write them down as I'm watching them. But that would mean being organized enough to have a pencil and paper and then write them down and then bring it up here. So, when I'm videoing, so that's probably never really going to happen. So this is like, I watched Mama Llama Kayla. She was on with some yarn she bought, and she's amazing, the things that she makes on that loom. I can't even. I just don't know how you make those kind of things on a loom. Who else? Rolling Through Life, I've watched her. Goodness, there's Ola Joe. Oh, The Curious Cuttlefish. I love Sarah. Rosie at Nona's Stitching Lounge. That's all I can come up with right now. I have had so many videos on my phone this past week. The camper, I was cleaning and packing and watching just one video after another, after another, after another. And yesterday, while the guy was here, I probably watched 75 videos during those times. So that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching. As I said, thanks so much for being a subscriber. If you can share, that's wonderful. Please like my videos. Happy crafting, happy crocheting, happy hooking. Have a great day until I see you next time. Bye.